Today I'm going to talk about trading USDJPY, my current setup and how I get involved with this trade and the current market and a couple things why I like trading USDJPY. So let's dive right into it, guys. Now, USDJPY, with some good things about it is that it's not a very fast currency pair. To me, I like how it does some good setups. And if you use certain indicators long term, especially like this on the monthly, you can get some great benefits and some great trades out of it. So let's get with some easy indicator. Let's use the SSL, okay? So let's make it let's do 50. So basically the moving, and we'll make it simple, okay? Actually, that's 0. So usually if you look at these long-term trends, when it crosses over on the monthly, it's usually typically a good time to get into a trade. So this is trading off my EA that that I have on this computer. So this is just a demo account for it. But we're on the monthly, and I think that the yen is going to keep on going down. If you look at the yen index, JPY index, is keep on going down. The dollar obviously is in a bull right now. So trading this has pretty much been buy. But when you look at this, like these points right here on the monthly, and the reason why I tell people look at the biggest time frame first, you get the overall direction. So if you're catching 25 pips or 10 pips on a short, but if you held that trade, it'll bust. But if you trade like on the weekly or the monthly, you just get to do a buy or a pretty large stop, and you can catch some good trends, and you can layer your trade like every other week or once a week. You place a buy limit, a buy market execution, and then have like a 200 pip stop, and you can do pretty good. And you can maybe a low lot size, but you can start staggering your trade in, something like this, and you have an exit indicator taking out your trade. So if you bought right here, for example, you could as easily exit it like right down here. Well, another thing I like about when it comes to USDJPY, look at the specialization rates. Look at that. Swap long, 11.873. So if you hold a lot of long positions, you're getting some of that daily interest, which is really nice. So if you are negative for a few days or a few months, it can kick in and help you out. Because I think the overall trend for the USDJPY is obviously higher. So for me, like my EA got me into this trade on my, basically, I programmed new EAs, and this is my newest EA that's been running for the last, this one's been running since August 19th. So it's a brand new one, so it got into the trade here. And I do most of my trades by EA. If I haven't got an EA built for it, I usually just manually trade for it. But there's multiple signs that you can get into a trade, and I like to use the MACD for exiting trades and finding which ones are higher highs and higher lows, which ones are valid. But this one definitely broke this trend right here, especially on the monthly. It's definitely like off this high. It broke that, so this is a good indication to get into it. And when the SSL switched over from being on simple for how I measure it, this was a good entry, and you could have got in earlier down here. I think it's going to go higher, so even my EA said the same thing, get in more. Let's zoom into a lower time frame, look at the weekly. See, even that pullback, and these pullbacks are really good indications of when to get in, and it busting this previous high. Same thing right here, busting that previous high. So there's been multiple times to get into this trade. The SSL just letting you guys know that, look at the higher time frames first. Go to the daily, same thing. Daily was screaming right here. So that's a good buy right here. I like the SSL. It's really good for trends, long-term trends. If you're going into the weeds, like the 30-minute and stuff like that, it's okay. Like, this is a good entry, but you're going to get, based off like consolidation, you might get taken out a lot of losses. But if you're trading the overall direction, you should be fine. Like the EAs I typically go for are longer term, 4 hour, 1 hour. The one I'm making right now is the 15-minute, but it's a scalping one. But I think that it's going to go much higher. Maybe we might hit 141 or maybe 142. So that's like 100 pips more. So if you're trading this, I think long-term bull. If you see a good pullback, if I see another pullback, I'll have my computer or my EA take another buy, or I'll just take it in the manual buy myself, based on if it's a qualified low for an overall trend. But that's what I think about USDJPY. Another thing, it's not too manipulated. There's some manipulations because it's dealing with a dollar, but it's pretty consistent. And I like the passive income that's coming in from USDJPY and pound yen. So those are my perspectives, guys. If any question or comments on how I came to the conclusion or why I think it's going higher, just let me know. I can bring the economics into it, why I think it's going to go higher too. But this, ask me about that in the comments and I will get to you. But other than that, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video.